Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Get It Gaming Podcast. I am Alex,
I'm Ben.
and we're here to just talk about whatever it is we want to talk about, especially today. We talk about video games. You know, it's in our name. We talk about shows. We talk about movies. We talk about things, stuff. You know, it's like Ralph Wiggum. Do you like stuff? Um, That's how we are. We like the Simpsons. I like the Simpsons. I don't know. Ben might be indifferent towards the Simpsons. Um, but yeah, if you want to find us anywhere, you can look us up on YouTube, youtube.com/getitgaming. You can also find us on Spotify. You can find us on iTunes, Apple, Pandora, everywhere. Amazon, you know, if there is a podcast place, we probably exist there. And so, yeah, go ahead and find us, say hi, subscribe, follow, do all the things, because we would really appreciate it. We're trying to focus more, not that you audio folks, you know, we appreciate you, but you know, we're trying to focus more on our YouTube. I feel. Would you agree, Ben?
Yeah, I think when we decided to move towards YouTube, um, it made us nervous. We had always done one thing, um, but our YouTube is doing quite well. We will always do audio. I
Mm-hmm.
feel it's not a difficult thing, and if our numbers jumped in audio as much as they jump on YouTube, that would be great. But our YouTube numbers seem to be more consistent.
Yeah, definitely. And so, with that in mind, a lot of content and stuff can be YouTube geared. So, like today, for example, there might be visual elements to the podcast, and so um, if you feel like you're missing out, you can go ahead and find the YouTube video, pull the car over, turn on the YouTube video. Please don't drive and watch a video at the same time. Um, unless you want an accident, but please don't. Regardless, we're not liable for any sort of accident that you have. Um, but yeah, we appreciate if you watch on there. Otherwise, I mean, we always say for audio listeners, blah 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 blah. So you can still do your audio, but just wanted to make the folks aware
Yeah,
out there listening that a lot of this show for a while now has kind of been YouTube centric, and so with that, uh, there might be things like when we do tier lists, when we're ranking things, there's a visual tier list there instead of just you hearing us talk about things. But we always recap, we always do everything after the fact. Um, so yeah. Um, but today is a special show. It's as Ben described it, it is a show about nothing part 2. We decided to not really decided. We're kind of in like a lull, I would say. Like there isn't much that's happening at the moment. I can see Ben pointing at people. You can see that too. Um,
yeah. I hate to break the podcast. My daughter was here drinking, and so I put my hand like this, and
yeah,
me and my mic. I'm like, make sure you go to bed after that. She just
yeah,
waved.
yeah.
So she's
Um,
back in.
Okay. But yeah, see audio listeners, that's what you're missing. You're missing Ben just like awkwardly look over here and point and wave and do all these things. That's why you need to go on YouTube. You need to see Ben interact with his
I know.
family from the side of the screen. Maybe they don't exist, you know? Like maybe he's just crazy. Maybe it's all in his head. Maybe there's no one there because you don't see them. You don't know who's there.
I mean, if they're not here, I need to know where the money is going. Um,
It's in the banana stand. There's
because
always money in the banana stand.
I mean, I'm not gonna say what I spend on summer groceries. Um, if I ate all that food, I would not be able to physically do this podcast. But, yes, they continue to eat. They just started back at school, which is nice because then it's like, number 1, it's quiet here and there's not much food consumption. Um, but yeah, if they're not here, we need to bring that guy. I don't even know who he is. He wears the glasses and he about budgets and be like, "Why are you?"
Oh, I know this guy. Yeah, he's on like TikTok and stuff, and he's like,
He
"Yeah,
yells at
why are you
people.
spending all this money? Well, you need to do this and this and this." And like, yeah, I forget his
Yes.
name. It's entertaining, but all the people that they have on there are awful. Like, horrible spenders and stuff. Like there was that one time where like he made someone cry and he's like, I'm sorry you're feeling sad. Like I feel bad, but at the same time, you signed a thing saying you were okay with me, poking and prodding because like that's the show. Um,
There was there
yeah,
was one where I watched and it was a guy and he was at his wit's end with his wife and she spent so much money.
on like vacations
And
and stuff. And she's like, I'm still going to
yeah.
vacations anyway. Like even though in secret vacations and not knowing how they're spending their credit cards, it's crazy. Go find this guy. Everyone needs to go find this
Oh my
guy.
god, you need to go find him because she spent $10,000 in 1 month on the boo-boos.
Oh my god.
And like, he's like, "You know you're leaving here and you're not gonna be married, right?" And he took his glasses off, he starts swearing, and I'm like, "See, I wouldn't recommend to go to this show because I'd probably be like, who's spending this money? Because we both spend money. It's not just my wife.
Yeah.
I am just as guilty. My stuff is easier to detect than what hers is, but yeah. Um, but yeah, it's a funny thing having that guy there. Um, I've seen him on several occasions. I actually watched. I think he did like a YouTube at one point, and I watched some of it. He does like a live thing where you can call in, and he
Oh
does like a
my god.
live thing. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
good.
I'd rather just watch the people get embarrassed than be embarrassed myself. Um, because who knows? I mean, all of us could benefit and do better from less spending and
No,
all
of
that.
course.
But at the same time, I feel like I would hope that we're not in that boat like all these other people who are like the good content, the ones that are shared all the time. Um, but who knows? Maybe we are. Maybe like we said earlier, so the only canonical people who exist in Get At Gaming, myself, Ben, there's Alex, Spencer, Michaela, Sam, and Zach. But then there's also the Ben family. So I mean, there's Felix, Cooper. I forget your cat's name. Um,
Ellie and Toby, and then um, my son has a reptile.
okay,
Um,
but we haven't seen that on camera though. That's the thing.
no, we've never seen him on camera,
I
so we're not
yeah
going to talk about his
yes.
reptile.
So and then Aiden exists because Aiden was on an episode before. Everyone else in your
He
family doesn't exist.
No, I tried to get my wife on one time. I was like, "This is great," because she has a really nice PC now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, she could be in her office, I could be here, and we could just do the episode. But I was like, "What are we gonna talk about?" I mean, if we did an episode on Downton Abbey, yes.
Isn't Spider-Man in that? What's his face? Andrew Garfield?
I don't know.
I thought he
See, now I
was.
gotta look. No, but who was it? Um,
Andrew Garfield. There's someone famous in that. Is it Matt Smith? Nah.
ugh.
Now I'm just thinking about Andrew Garfield and Doctor Who. Not Doctor Who. Yeah, okay, no, he's not in Downton Abbey. He's in Doctor Who, apparently.
There's a
Uh
lot of people that have shown up.
yeah, I don't know. I know there's famous people in Downton Abbey, but no, I know nothing about Downton Abbey. As you can see, I thought that Andrew Garfield was in Downton Abbey, but no, I feel like Hugh Jackman might be. I don't know. that seems like the kind of guy who would be in Downton Abbey. Um, I think Matt Smith is or David Tennant, some one of those people. Um,
Oh, so I did bring this up. Listen to this. Charlie Cox showed up in.
that's probably who I was thinking of actually.
He was in one episode. Um, Shirley MacLaine was in some.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't mean to do that. Let's see who else. Paul Giamatti. Now, I did see Paul Giamatti in one of the episodes because my wife watches this all the time. Because they have a new movie coming out. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I did not.
So there's a new last Downton Abbey movie. Unfortunately, Dame Maggie Smith won't be in there because she passed away.
Yeah, I'm not laughing about that. I'm just laughing about something else. I swear. Oh man, this is a special episode, isn't it? No, I was laughing because I feel like we're those those fake podcast TikToks right now where it's like, "Hey, did you hear about this?" No, I haven't. But this is legitimate. I did not know that there was a Downton Abbey thing, so I promise I'm not laughing about
If my
McGonagall's
wife's gonna
passing.
listen, she's gonna listen to this episode and be like, "Tell Alex he's not allowed
Here,
at the
here's the
house
thing. Here's
ever."
the thing. Let's be honest. Does your wife listen to an episode?
She says she does.
Okay. Um. Here
She says she
is
does.
here's this the secret phrase. Um. The fish was delish, and it made quite a dish. If you say that to Ben, that means you watched the episode. So there's that.
We're all in trouble if she does. Uh,
See, because that's the
Alex
thing
is
as
gonna be
well. Like, I appreciate her being on an episode. Like that'd be fun. At the same time, at what point am I gonna annoy her too much? Because like we personally, like
oh,
we haven't had a like straight like conversation. Because normally when we used to go over to your house and we used to record, it was very much a "Hi, I'm going to bed" bye type of situation.
do you remember? So this is so funny. When we first did it, this office we recorded. We had a table.
Big old
We had my
table.
my all-in-one PC could barely handle it. She used to do like we would make coffee and then she'd have like snacks
Yeah,
and stuff on the island because that's her thing. And I'm like, honey, we can't eat during the podcast. She goes, we can eat in between. And she'd have
especially with
like
those old
chips.
mics where like we could hear everyone's mics.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. Um,
Different
I
time.
I told her one time, I said, you should be on a podcast. Um, but Aiden's been dying to get back on a podcast. We just got to find the right one. He's my oldest. He's 19. I don't mind saying his name because he's 19. My 17-year-old wants to, but he wants to use his character. He doesn't want to be on camera.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean, we've
and I
done
don't
that
think it would work
before.
well. Yeah. The problem is he just likes to argue. don't I don't want to have to
Oh, we're
put
gonna
my
become
dad voice
drama tubers. We're gonna complain
on.
about
No,
I don't know who's the person who you complain about right now. Mudahar, is that the person who we're gonna complain about right now? Um,
I mean,
that's the guy who said that he was an engineer, and people are like, "Oh, you're not really an engineer." And he was the guy who like he was one of the guys who said, um, who like went after Gerard, and he like goes after all these people,
oh yeah.
and I think it's Mudahar. I don't know, I forget his name, but yeah, I just remember that guy in particular. Like he was like, "I'm an engineer, I'm this and that," and then it came out like you're not an engineer. So
Alex and I were actually talking about this the other day. This is a message to all the younger people that either stream or do this. Just stop. Stop it. Uh,
oh,
with
you are
technology,
you Michael Jordan? Stop it. Get some help.
I mean, at this point, if I said anything related to that was a lie like that, it'd be easily caught through social media and just the things of this nature.
Hmm.
We live in a world where technology is easily catching people in their lives, especially when. And Alex, I told this to Alex. I said, you know what frustrates me? You have the best job in the world, right? You're
Hmm.
either a YouTuber, a TikTok, you know, social. You do like social media, or you stream, and yet we still see people get in trouble, or we see people do things. Man, you have the one in a million, job that people want to do, but can never get to your point where you're getting major sponsors. Uh, I think we've talked about people in the past that had Disney knocking on their door of like, "Hey, we want to do a show with you," and they screw it up.
PewDiePie.
I just don't understand it, man. I just don't understand it. It's like people that
Um,
get
without going into further detail, because we're not a political podcast, but maybe the political
no,
climate has one thing to say about that nowadays. But that's the closest I'm gonna get to that.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. We're not drama tubers, so sorry.
Nope.
Your other son. I almost said his son. I almost doxed your son, but who knows? Um, almost said his name. But see, this is a different energy when we don't have a plan, we just do whatever we want. This is a
I
weird
mean,
energy. Like I feel like we're like Colin and Greg live energy.
I do want to do a shout out because he says he listens. So let's see if he does.
Colin Moriarty
My
listens. Greg Miller listens.
Oh, I wish. I wish. Uh, my son's friend Mason. If you're listening, uh, just go ahead and text us and let us know. We
If
would
you're
love that.
listening, text the fish was delish and it made quite a dish.
If I get a text from this person, he has my number. I
Yeah.
think I gave it to him a while ago. Uh, Good kid. I think I saw him today being crazy, and I texted my son. I was like, "Hey, was your friend hanging out of a sunroof?" And like his head was out, he was just shaking it all over the place, listening to music. And as he saw me, and I didn't get an answer, which means it probably was him.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but good kid, really good kid. I say kid, he's like almost 20.
That's a kid.
But since we're in the spirit of talking and just have no plan, can we just say that August 14th, 1989, the Sega Genesis launched in North America with Altered Beast?
That's crazy.
No applause from the crowd. I mean, yeah, I thought it was 90 when it came out.
Nah, yeah, it
Um,
was that and then when was because it relaunched in 91 with Sonic. Because it didn't do well.
yeah,
But when oh I hear rain. When it's raining over here. When did the Master System come out? Because that
well, I can
also
tell you
had
this at
Altered
the
Beast. Because I have an Altered Beast for Master System.
does it I heard it has more levels.
I don't know. I haven't played it in a long time.
The Master System came out, oh, this is crazy.
Like seven, eighty
Um,
seven.
86.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, 80,
84.
85.
Okay.
So 86 was North America, 85 was Japan.
That's crazy.
Um,
So like wait. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That's interesting. So like just a few years and then boom, here's this. Whereas like I feel like um my Nintendo was what 80 was it 85 over here? 84, 85,
I think so.
and then Super Nintendo was 90. So, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I mean I guess that's true. I'm just so used to game console cycles nowadays where they seem to just last forever and overlap. Like I mean, the PSN for
Yeah.
PS3 still is open. Like it was down for a bit and then it finally came back up again. Um
Yeah, so
but yeah.
it's crazy because stop, Felix. He's hitting the desk. Nintendo, North America was 1985 of October.
Mhm.
So a year later, it's just crazy that these are coming out so quickly. I remember I saved a long time. So I had an NES, but it was my brother's. The
Mhm.
Sega Genesis was the first console I bought with my own money.
Okay.
Um, and I was super stoked to get Altered Beast until I finished it in one night. And I was like, what now? But that's also the rental place I was going to had a ton of games.
Yeah.
Uh, Back when they did launches and they had like tons of games. Um, so I just want to say happy birthday to him. I think that's really cool. I own a Sega Genesis. I only own like 5 games.
Yeah, I don't know how many
Uh,
games I have. I own I mean I can look. I own Earthworm Jim. I know that. I have Tiny Toons, I think. And I'm stalling. Oh, do I not have my Genesis games in here? Okay. Apparently I don't have my Genesis games in my tracker. So that's interesting. I have my Master System and Saturn games. Okay.
I know
I have
I don't
NBA
own very
Jam.
many.
I know I have NBA Jam.
Oh, that's such a good one on Sega. So I own Altered Beast, Tasmania. There's like a pony game. It wasn't My Little Pony, but it was a pony game. Berenstein Bears,
Oh, I have
and then
Berenstain Bears on Game Gear. It's a platformer.
oh, yeah, that's what this one is.
Yeah.
I got it because the kids wanted something to play,
Yeah. It's not a bad game.
and I was like, "This might." The pony one I got for my daughter.
Yeah.
Um, which she didn't like because she's played Bluey.
Mm,
So on I think on Xbox One.
yeah.
So now the comparison between Bluey and this slow moving pony that picks up hearts is not the same.
That's why you gotta
Um,
need to get her to play. What's the popular one? I mean, this isn't Genesis, but Little Mermaid on NES. People love that one.
I own it, and she has played it. I bought it from GameStop. It's like a thing. It's like a screen, and you can on the top part you can put an NES. At the bottom you can put Famicom.
Mm,
Um, and I got that from my birthday or something a year or so ago. She'll play that on there, and she'll play Barbie.
mm.
Um, Funny thing is though, that console will not play Castlevania 3.
Weird.
I
Huh.
mean, and it's not even like that's a main game.
Yeah. I mean, that was a
So yeah, it
late
won't.
game for
There's like
the NES, though, wasn't it?
mid-cycle,
Yeah. Okay.
mid-cycle. It was still pretty popular. And I got that for my birthday one year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I sold it at a garage sale for $2 with the manual
Huh.
back in the day. But no, I wanted to bring that out because I think it's important that we remember history. And um, when this comes out, we'll be on the 13th. The next day is Sega Genesis. So
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
I think everyone should play. I think everyone should play their Sega Genesis. You know,
Yeah, definitely. Man, I'm looking at the weather now because now I'm like, is it raining? Is it storming?
we got some lightning here, but
According to this, it
the,
says moderate thunderstorms begin at 10 p.m.
we at the Get Out of Gaming podcast we laugh at weather.
Don't say that. Something's gonna happen.
I've just jinxed the podcast. So if you get 21 minutes of podcast, it's my fault.
Assuming that it recorded all this stuff and didn't corrupt.
I mean, that is true. You may just get like a short little, hey guys.
Hey guys,
All
this
right,
is me from the Big At Gaming Podcast. Unfortunately, we had weather. That's it. We had weather.
because Ben jinxed us.
Yeah. Um. See, this is weird energy, but I'm here for it. Um. But yeah, yeah. Happy birthday. I almost said NES. Happy birthday NES. Sure. Happy birthday Genesis. Um. Sanic. Those are big ones. I mostly play those on my PC. So I played Sonic 1. Actually, it was a three Knuckles and yeah, three and Knuckles. That's what it was. And then I had a CD, Sonic CD separately, but that's a Sega CD game. But I mean, still technically a Genesis add-on. And then let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I played a lot of Game Gear and Master System, so I was more of those and less of Genesis. But like I played some stuff, Doctor Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is just Puyo Puyo. Um, I don't know. There's just so many different games that I just can't think of. Vector Man, right? Isn't that
Yeah, that was a good one. I know I played the Sonic
Twinbee?
games. That was like a big thing. That was a big fight on the bus because the commercials were pretty crazy. This is when they would knock each other in uh, I remember there was one where it showed like a drag racer, and then it showed like a broken down ice cream truck,
Mm,
and the Sega Genesis was the drag racer, and then the broken down truck was the Super Nintendo because they had blast processing,
yeah.
which is totally made up. It's
Yep.
not real. Um, but like just having the fights on the bus, man, of like, oh no, Sonic moves faster than Mario, and all this. I think the big one I think I played the most that was, obviously Golden Axe, Streets of
Oh
Rage.
yeah. Hmm.
Streets of Rage is great. Golden Axe was, like, good, but it was short. You'd get into it and be done.
Yeah.
Streets of Rage had a lot of levels. Um, I and Alex and I in one of our anniversaries played, the newest Streets of Rage, and it holds that tradition, but they had some really good RPGs as well. Beyond Oasis is one of them. Ones I probably put the most time into, very Zelda-like. But yeah, happy birthday, Sega. If you'd like to sponsor the podcast, let us know.
If you'd like to sponsor the podcast, I am not caught up on Ryuga Gotoku, but I will for you. Give me some Yakuza games. Give me some free Yakuza games, and play. That new one's
I did
coming
have
out
to.
soon. I think.
Which one's that?
Ways. The oh no, it's not soon. The one that like takes place in like different time periods. It's like the
So
I forget what that's called.
yes, I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think
I
it
had
might
to
be
laugh
next
though
year.
because I think it was like not too long ago. Alex and I were talking. And man, when's that pirate game out? He's like, dude, it's already out. It's been out.
Yeah, it
I
came
was
out
like,
in
for
like
real?
January.
Yeah, and I was like, really? And he's like, oh, it's been out.
I haven't played it. I don't own it.
Um,
I still need to
I
beat
I think
8.
yeah, I might play it when it comes out on Xbox Game Pass. Uh, I the games are just really really long. Um,
Yeah.
the closest one I got was the one that you told me to play. The man is it the man with no name? No.
The man who erased his name.
Yes.
Yeah, where you're
I got the I got the
Joe
farthest in that.
Jorio Joryu, and you're like an agent and stuff like that. Yeah.
I liked it because it was shorter than some of the other ones, but
Hmm.
it still had like a ton of stuff to do. Like you could still, play Sega games. You
I
could
might stream
still
that game.
do all those.
I
I
might
think you
stream.
did.
Yeah, back when I was streaming.
I think when you were streaming it, I was ahead of you, and
Hmm.
then you just like one stream you just blew it up and but I was like going back to the I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I was going back to a fighting arena thing
Oh yeah,
a
yeah,
lot. But I was moving in the story and I just at this time you were yelling at me to finish Persona 4 Golden because we were going to do a podcast on it.
yeah,
And you're like, hey, I think that's great you're playing that, but you need to finish Persona 4 Golden because
yeah.
I was really bad about it.
I will say. Oh, I just thought about this. I will say I don't know of many games. I mean, now I can think of one, but I don't want to promise anything. But we haven't had something like that in a while where it's like, hey, let's play a game, let's try to talk about it, let's try to do a thing. I have one on my mind that I am almost done with, but I don't know if that will actually appear and happen. Who knows, it could. But yeah, it's been a while since we've done something like that. It's been a while since I forced you to play a game and we talk about it, or vice versa. um but it also depends on like if the game's like if it's warranted, to talk about it, because I feel like Persona 4 Golden is, and it's still timeless. And then the remake's gonna come out here soon, and then soon in quotes, it's probably gonna be like 3 years from now. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like there's other games that we need to play, maybe try to do some sort of spoiler casts. If there's specific games and they're not stupid long, or if they're like things that you actually think that we should play, I mean, write them in the comments below, or tweet us, whatever. Tell us games that we should play. Maybe we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll do a spoiler cast. Apparently, we can't do The Last of Us 2 because Ben will never finish The Last of Us 2 because him and Spencer's are big old liars. That's what they are.
I was
We've
further
talked
along
about
than
it before.
Spencer.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah,
not by
I was
much.
further. No. And then I was watching my son play and taking notes. Uh, he loves those games. I think he's finished both of them several times. At one point, he restarted 2.
Well, 2
Well,
just
no,
had its
he
new
had
thing where it's
yeah.
chronological now.
So he owned the PS4 version, bought the PS5 version,
Yeah.
and then now that that's come out, I think he's restarted it. But Madden came out, so that's been his big thing.
Okay.
And Fortnite released Power Rangers stuff, and so he's been playing that. No, I will say in Persona though, yes, you were like, "Ooh, you really need to do this game." Um, but once I got into the story and I understood how the game worked, I was like, okay, so I get it. I get like an idea of how it works. Um, and I enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
I was 50 something hours.
Yeah.
Um, when you could play a game for that long and you're okay to talk about it and you say you like it and you can go back, that's a big thing. And I had that game for my Vita when I had one and just couldn't get into it. But then you took the time to explain to me like this is how the game works.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that makes sense
It's
now.
all rock, paper,
So
scissors.
um yeah, I think if we, if there's another game that you guys want us to play, I mean, we would definitely be down. I like doing the spoiler cast. The other spoiler cast we did was Sea of Stars, but for me, that was easy to
That's a great game.
pick up
I
and
have
play.
the Japanese special edition of that for Switch. And it has English on it. So I've been thinking about opening that up, and because it's not worth much, but I've been thinking about opening it up and putting it in and maybe playing the DLC, starting the game fresh again and playing the DLC. I think that'd
Yeah.
be fun.
I own the Switch version. I think I bought it when Target had it on sale.
Yeah.
Um, and I've never played it. My one son did play it. He's 8, and he just couldn't get into it. Um,
Yeah, that's fair.
he just started Kingdom Hearts a couple weeks ago, and he's 8, and so
That's a
I
good
think
age.
that's like his more. Yeah, I think that's his style. Um,
Mhm.
but I mean, I wouldn't mind revisiting that game. I mean, we had a really good podcast on it. I think it was like
Yeah,
almost 2-hour podcast.
maybe. Yeah, but like that was one of our first spoiler cast type things as well. So it was a learning experience too. I will say.
Yeah,
But yeah, if there's anything that anyone can think of, I have one on my back of my mind. I know Ben knows exactly what I'm thinking about, but I'm not going to promise anything on the stream or on the podcast here. See, I almost said on the stream because like this again, this feels like a stream because we're just so laissez-faire. We're just talking about whatever. Like we're actually doing what we say. We talk about whatever we want to talk about. Um but yeah, I
yeah.
don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like I mean, like there's Clear Obscure Expedition 33 that like I have over here. And like I've been wanting to play that after I finish this one thing here. There's Death Stranding 2, which I'm about like three quarter or one quarter of the way through maybe, which is an amazing game. I just put it down because I was focusing on other things. Um, I randomly picked up Final Fantasy 7 again, like the original Final Fantasy 7, because I realized it was still on my Switch, and I'm at the part after on disc 2, like very soon after disc 2. Like I just snowboard. I was just doing snowboarding, so like it's yeah, not too far into disc 2, but enough where it's just like, oh yeah, I walked a bit, I did some things. But yeah, I was playing that on my Switch. But I've been thinking about stuff. I've been thinking about 9. I've been thinking about doing some other things I own, and I just have too many things.
Not
um
8.
I don't own 8. Well, I own a PS1 copy of 8, but my 8 was messed up, and so I don't know if it was my wait, no, it wasn't my save. Um and so I think it's my disc. There's a part like 5 hours into the game where like you have to get on a train and like leave to the next area or something. And for some reason my disc wouldn't let me get on that train. Like it
Hmm.
wouldn't, like it didn't prompt, it didn't let me do anything. I couldn't click anywhere. This is back in like 2007, let's say 2006. And so my disc, yeah, just wouldn't let me do that. And then I borrowed someone else's, used my same save file. I was able to get through that and click on that train and go through and do the cutscene or whatever. And then so yeah, there's something wrong with my disc. I don't know if it's still something wrong with it, but yeah, and I don't own the remaster. The remaster, I guess, does a number of things. It gets rid of the song, I guess, as well. The song that's like copyright, that like has actual um stuff on it, and that's why I don't even think that song is in. Oh, it might be in Theta Rhythm now. I'm thinking about it, but it's not on the it's not on the Switch version or the remaster version, but it's only on the original. Um, and then there's that meme where it's like, "You look so handsome" or "You look so beautiful" or something. It's just like a pixelated squall. But like now you can actually see him, so like it takes the meme away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um, but I know a friend of the show, Rob, loves Final Fantasy VIII. I also know not friend of the show, but could be friend of the show, Ben Starr. He also loves Final Fantasy VIII. You know, that's my thing I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to finish games that Ben Starr likes, and then maybe he'll come on our podcast someday and he'd be like, "Hello, Jeshua," or whatever he says in Final Fantasy 16. Um, but yeah, I think that's possible. You know. Oh yeah, he's also in Expedition 33. Yeah, that's possible. We could get Ben Starr on the
I
show,
mean,
right? I think I've said that before.
it I was looking at my copy, so I have Final Fantasy 7 and 8 twin pack for Switch, right?
Hmm.
Um, 8
European.
that's on there, so the 8 that's on there is the remastered.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool. Um, I always had a thing for 8, and at one point I got really far in 8, but I didn't understand how
the junction system and all
the
that
Final
works.
Fantasy games work. Yeah, it's quite complicated, and I had just got a PS1 at that point. It'd been out for a while, and it just was really complicated. Um, I liked I liked 9 a lot.
Barely played it,
Yeah,
so
but yeah, I
unfortunate.
think if you ever want to do one of those, I could try. I feel bad. I have never finished the 7 remaster,
Oh,
and
yeah, either
then
of
I
them.
think no, yeah, and I think it was Christmas. One of the times my wife bought me the second part.
Hmm.
So I own the second part as well, and I just never finished it. But if you ever want to finish 8, if you want to do 8, I'll let you borrow my copy.
I don't know. That thunder says otherwise. There's a thunder as soon as
Yeah,
you said that.
it's pretty it's getting pretty loud here.
Yeah, it's just like if you want to borrow 8 and then just boom, I don't think people can hear that, but I don't know. I think
Yeah,
that's an omen. I don't think I should touch your Final Fantasy 8 at all.
well, I bought it before and it was still in my list and it was gone. And I'm like, "Did I sell it?" I don't know. But I didn't I've been selling on Encore, it's not on there, and it's where did it go? So I don't know. I don't know where it went, but it was easy to find. I went on Amazon and
Yeah.
there was like $20 for it.
Huh. Yeah.
Now I wanna play
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, now I wanna play 8. Now I wanna play it, and then I'm gonna get into it to the part where you're talking about, I'm like, "This is too confusing."
Yeah, well, like the thing with 8 is from what I've heard, like I didn't get super far, so I didn't realize this, but like 8, the way it does its level or the way it does like its difficulty is that everyone scales to your level. And so if you just not level up and just use your spells and just don't level up, then you'll have a way easier time than just, trying to like level up, do normal things, do all this and that. Because then all the enemies are going to be much more difficult and have higher HP or whatever. And so, like, yeah, that's weird. That's weird game design. Like, unless
That is
that was
weird.
intentional, but who knows? Because like that is an interesting way. Like, if you do discover that, then you can play the game in all sorts of different ways. But yeah, I don't know. I've just never really played it, but yeah, friend of the show, Rob, really likes that game. I think that's his favorite Final Fantasy. Um, but yeah, wasn't not a huge super fan into it. But granted, I haven't really played a whole lot of it. Um, I have the remaster thing, so it has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've been wanting to play like 5 because I hear 5 is fun. Um, for I think that was my first besides 10 uh to a degree. 4 was probably my first one that I really played because I had that on the Game Boy Advance. So I still do.
Every time that anniversary collection of, like, them for Switch shows up, I miss it, because it goes, like, to $50 or whatever.
There's one time when it was
I always miss
$20.
I know, and I missed it, and I was so mad. And I've actually gotten better with my Switch collection. I'm down to 63 games. But what I did is I only buy games that I really want. Um, I have this impulse problem where I will buy it because it's on sale.
Mhm.
As we from me playing Karate Kid, which is not good at all. Um, it's really boring, but I've really focused on like games I actually want to play. So I've sold quite a bit off, and I'll probably sell a couple more off of ones that I've just got that I'm like, I'm never going to boot this up.
Mhm.
Um, but I do want that one. That is one I want specifically for the fact of I feel like it's one where at some point it's going to be gone off of Switch and you're not going to,
Yeah,
which seems to be the case nowadays, where games just disappear, you know?
they do.
And
They
I'm
disappear
not,
so much that I don't even know where my copy of Tales of the Abyss is because I don't see it on my shelf. That's really weird. Uh, I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, because I was looking at my PS2 shelf. And, oh, you know, it might be there beside the PS4. But I was looking at that and I was like, what if we played Jack and Daxter? You know, like the original Jack and Daxter. That's all
I
on
own,
PS4.
yeah, and I own all three of the, it was on sale one time
Hmm.
and it was all three. Um, I think, and this is just me thinking, we should do a deep dive into Jack and Daxter. Um,
I don't know
those
what,
games are so good.
but Jack 2 is like I loved Jack 2 as a kid, but there's so much like fetch quest and driving in that game to where like I don't think we're gonna have
Yes.
a fun time.
Then three kind of just went
3 is the one with the dark
really,
and the light powers, where it's like more. I want to say it's more platformy again, but then it does have the occasional gun mechanics and all that kind of stuff. But I want to say like the light powers are overpowered, if I remember
yeah.
correctly.
I mean, nothing beats a good Ratchet and Clank, and that came around the same time.
I barely played
Um,
those. I have those on PS3, like the collection and all that, but
yeah,
yeah, I was never
I've
a
played
Ratchet
all
Clank
of them.
person.
I think the only one I didn't play was All for One. I really didn't play that one. Um,
Is All for One
'Cause it's
the one that's a tower defense? No,
I think no,
there's
it's
one
like a
that's a
weird one
tower
though.
defense that I accidentally bought because like I was like, oh, Ratchet and Clank game PS3, I'll buy this. Um,
I will say that I bought Ratchet and Clank for PS5. That was like my first one I bought on my well, no. Miles Morales is the one I bought. If you listen to the podcast a while, I bought that game before I owned a PS5 because
okay,
it went on
yeah,
sale for something, and it was the good one that came with Spider-Man as well. Have I finished Miles Morales? No. Have I played very much of it? No. But I own it.
Full Frontal Assault. I think that might be the one that's like a tower defense.
Okay. I you know, that's a lot of those games are PS2 classics, right? Um, they had the Ratchet and Clanks, they had the Jack and Daxter,
Yeah,
uh, Sly Cooper, you know, um, the golden. It's such a good time of gaming, you know. Graphics were getting better. You could save. Uh, I know everyone's like, "What about NES?" NES was great to start that, but man, PS2 just kicked butt.
PS2 was
You
like
know,
Persona, Persona 3 and 4. That's where they were at. Kingdom
don't
Hearts.
try don't try and buy those Persona games now on PS2.
I don't know.
There,
Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're not. It depends on what you're looking at.
I think they're. I think maybe it's a PS1. A couple of those are
Oh
really
yeah, the
expensive.
PS1 Revelations Persona and Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Those are always like 200 to 300 to $500, depending on what they are.
Yeah. Also, if you're listening to the podcast and you're a friend of the show and you're gonna go to the limited run store in South Carolina, I want to say it is.
I don't know.
Let me know because I just watched somebody that was there. There's one limited run store and they had Persona 4 Golden there on Switch because they re-released it and then it sold out in like a day.
Yeah. Huh.
I just need that one on Switch.
Limited run is annoying. I didn't pre-order. I guess I still have time. Um, I didn't pre-order that Scott Pilgrim.
I haven't bought a limited run game from limited run in I think the last one, remember we talked, I wanted that Rugrats one,
Hmm.
and then I found out that it was gonna come out the same time on Amazon and Best Buy
And it was broken
and
anyway.
everywhere else.
The
Yeah,
or the NES
um,
cartridge one was.
the NES one was, but I own it. I literally just went to Amazon and bought it. I don't think, and we've had podcasts where I don't think limited run is like the thing anymore. Um,
I don't know. They are and
I
they're
feel that
not. Like I feel like they have a lot of deals and just like limited run. Just like a lot of games are coming out because of limited run, but they're not as sought after. Um, like I don't know. Um, like I know Sega uses them for their Yakuza games now. Like they had those special
yeah,
editions. Um, let's see. I mean, Gex just recently came out, so there's that. And then yeah, Persona stuff randomly. There's the Scott Pilgrim coming out here soon. There's quite a few things that are still coming out. But like yeah, it doesn't have the same reputation as I used to before because I think the Scott Pilgrim was really one of the ones that like made them not mainstream, but like more people notice them because I definitely noticed them more because I always got limited run
right.
confused with fan gamer um because they're two different
Gotcha.
companies and they I want to say the Scott Pilgrim thing really burned people because I think that was one of the first ones where it's like all right we got the super special awesome thing took a whole year to get it.
Yeah. I'm on limited run right now. So they have this thing called the Vault. Um, Here's what's crazy. They have the different Turok games, right?
Mm,
Um, and you can buy them separate, then for PS4, Xbox. But here's the thing, if you go to Atari, you could buy all 3 of them on 1 card.
huh.
So, like, this is Turok 3. Um, it's 34.99. I think for 39.99, maybe 49, you get Turok 1, 2, and 3, on Switch, PS5, PS4. Um, that's my thing, is like, yeah, that's great, but if
Hmm.
you look at their coming soon stuff, like Bubsy is coming soon. So that stuff's kinda cool. G.I. Joe: Wrath of Cobra is coming soon.
Mm.
Um, that stuff's pretty cool, but then there's just like the Gex or whatever. I almost bought Gex, and then I think you were the one that told me like, "Hey, don't buy it from there because it's gonna come out on like Best Buy and everywhere else."
Well, not only that, apparently it doesn't work on Switch too. I don't know if they ever fixed that or not.
That is crazy.
Because like not a lot of their
Um,
games just don't work on Switch too, because the way that their emulator works or whatever.
yeah. Do you know they're releasing they released Octodad on Switch?
No, I did not.
I didn't know who asked for that, but sure.
Gex Trilogy is now
Um,
playable on Nintendo Switch too. Okay. All right,
I
good.
just don't remember when it comes out. Um, I know it's coming. You could buy digitally. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
the physical is coming out, and you'll be able to buy it. Um, but I think people are going to be upset because those are not good games. I mean, when it first came out, it was on 3DO. I didn't know anyone that had a 3DO, and
Gex
then it came out on
2
PlayStation finally.
and
Um,
N64. That's where I played it.
yeah, it finally started coming out on other systems. But yeah, I think limited run has run its course.
Yeah, probably.
I just I think it's got some cool stuff every now and then, but for the most part, hell, there's an Amazon page. It's it's a limited run sales page,
Yeah.
and so the one thing I will say is limited run does a very good job with books. I have a book that I got from them, and it's just NES endings.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's pretty cool.
So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I was wondering if you were gonna get that game or not. I was gonna tell you not to get it. You'd probably get it in like 2 years.
Yeah. Um well, the thing that's make me want to get it is because I already have the other one up here. Um that's off screen. But like yeah, I already have that, so I'm kind of like, "Ah, maybe I should get it cuz I have this one and the new one looks like a Game Gear box and I think it's fun." But I don't need it. I really don't need it. I will play the game. I'll probably buy the game when it comes out. But at the same time, I have all this other Scott Pilgrim stuff in collector's editions and all this other stuff, that I'm like, maybe I should just buckle down and buy it because I have all the others. So who
I
knows?
will say the special edition you own is really cool.
It is cool. And I have my books as well, like the new like things I found from I forget that store. Ollie's. Uh
Yes.
yeah, because I have the special was it 20th anniversary box sets or whatever. So I have the color versions and the black and white versions, and they're like big hardback books for Scott Pilgrim, the graphic novel, and those used to be like $200 or something. I got them for 50, so 50 a piece.
Yeah, those are cool looking books. Um, so they do that, but you've got Super Rare that does their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the difference is super rares are usually like just that.
Yeah,
They do a small number of games, and if you get it, you get it. I will say it's nice to see certain games come out physical,
yeah,
but I don't know. The last thing I bought from Luna Run was, I think, 2 years ago. Um, I don't remember. It's been a while. Um, so the last thing I ordered was February this year.
okay.
They had a big sale. They were all like really cheap games. And then before that was October 16th, 2023.
Oh wow,
So yeah.
wow. Yeah, sounds like we're kind of not there anymore, but that's okay. Speaking of things that take a long time, my hopefully, actually no, it wouldn't be by the time that you're listening to this. Hopefully by the next podcast, let's say the next one that you listen to, maybe I'll have my analog 3D. I doubt it, but maybe that's supposed to come out sometime this month. The N64 FPGA console thing that we've seen nothing about. That's coming out at some point, so hopefully see that because I know we have plans to do things. Oh, we have a channel that has nothing on it yet. Maybe by the time you listen to this, there might be some stuff on there. We made a new channel. You can find it underneath our like friends of the. Actually, no, you can't because we don't have any videos, so it wouldn't let me add it. You can look up Get at Gaming Plays. You can find that on YouTube, and I'll probably put a link of that in the description here. But basically, that's where our Let's Plays and like things like that are probably gonna live, or VODs of streams. Just to separate things, just so we don't have too many like Let's Plays and stuff bogging down your subscriber feed. As well as just the feed for this, because there was a time when we were going ham on like Celeste. I feel like there were more
Oh yeah.
Celeste than there were of actual podcast episodes. And then we had some Undertale. We never finished Undertale on uh from what we posted, and so depending on what I look at, I might just post all of Undertale on the new channel instead. Give it new life, and you can watch it there. But yeah, Gag Gaming Plays, that's again where our VODs will probably hang out. So if we ever do live streams again, that's where those will be, as well as just random Let's Plays. So um, the next Let's Play, I don't know what we're doing. I did, so we're not going to do this anytime soon. But I did recently beat Deltarune. I did all the stuff. I got all the secret bosses. I did all of that. So I am ready for 2026 whenever that new chapter comes out. So I'm kind of just like done with that game because that final boss, or not final boss, the secret boss in this last chapter and the secret boss in the chapter before were just super annoying. Like I had to like not play the game for like weeks and then go back to it in order to try to beat it. But it was a fun time overall. So yeah, I don't know what
Yeah,
we'll play next, but yeah, we'll do something.
yeah, I mean, I've got it in my wish list. Um, I'm really hoping they do like what they did with Undertale, and they have a physical, because I bought Undertale
Yeah,
physical.
I'm sure they
Um,
will after all the chapters come out. I just don't know when that's going to be.
yeah, and I'm okay waiting. Um, I wish. Oh, I will say that I did a couple weeks ago buy the digital version of Epic Mickey,
For
the
what
new one,
system?
the HD PS5.
Okay, nice.
Uh, it's very good, and I think I'm almost done with it. I think I'm like 57%.
Is Oswald in that one, or is that the second one?
Mhm.
Okay.
You don't get to play as Oswald, but he's there.
Okay. Yeah, maybe in the
Um,
second one you play as him. Like I think there's like co-op or something.
I put it at like pretty much a normal playing there.
Hmm.
Like you can pick your difficulty. Um it's still really easy.
Yeah.
Um I've not had a single
I've
problem.
never played it before.
I think this is the way to do it because the Wii version's good, but this is just cleaned up, and you don't
Hmm.
have to do there's no motion controls.
Okay. Interesting.
Um, I think it was on PlayStation. I bought it on PlayStation Network when they had a big sale,
Okay.
and it wasn't very expensive. It was like $20. I want.
Nice. Well, I do have a lot of PlayStation money that's just sitting around that I keep forgetting to use. So maybe I'll use that for something here soon. This weekend,
I will
probably.
tell everyone here. Um, I I I had PlayStation Star money, and I didn't know
Oh, right.
that. I said it to Alex because PlayStation Stars is no more, and I think it was the end of last month. They said, "Hey, you got to use it, or you're gonna lose
Yeah.
almost all your points." I had like 22,000 points.
You know why you probably do? Because you share your account with your son. And so with that, him just playing things, he's probably getting all these rewards and because he's playing all the topical things and downloading all the topical things. And so
Yeah,
you're getting all those rewards from like, oh, you played so many hours of this today or whatever this week. So here you get this achievement, you get this achievement. And because I didn't have many of those, like I only had enough for like $10. So
I had enough to get, and I think I told Alex. I think my final total was
yeah,
$85, which is crazy insane. I bought that, and I bought um some fighting game, but it had like Persona characters in it because it was only
Blaze
like
Blue
$2.
tag battle,
Yep.
cross tag battle, maybe.
I was so upset because like n- I
Blue
remember
tag.
playing it before,
Yeah.
and I thought all the no, not all the Persona characters are in there. You have to like
If you pay
either
for it,
purchase
you
them or own.
can. Yeah. You should just get Ultimax. That's a Persona
I
only
thought
fighter.
I thought that's what I was getting, and I was confused, but
Okay.
it's okay. It's a pretty fun fighter.
Yeah.
Um, but I bought both of them, and I think it was like 30 something dollars. So,
Okay.
um, but yeah, I think that game's really, really. I want Deltarune, and I know my one it. Um, but he's like, I want to wait till all the chapters are out, so I can just play through the whole thing.
Don't do that. You're
But
gonna get spoilers.
yeah, I mean, what was it? He wanted that new Five Nights game, the
Hmm.
Mimic one, and he goes, "Yeah, I don't need it now." I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because I just watched someone do it with all the endings." I was like, "So you just kind of ruined a game?" He goes, "Kids today, man."
Uh,
Not like Final Fantasy X when you find out that um,
spoilers. Spoilers.
spoilers. Sorry, spoilers. You find out that your dad is Sin.
That's very early though.
Yeah, it's fairly early. Um,
There are bigger spoilers in that game that I didn't realize that were actually spoil or there are bigger spoilers that I actually didn't know, but like after looking at it, I was like, Kingdom Hearts 2 makes sense now. That's all I'll say. um
Yeah.
but
I wondered if you knew him, but I didn't wanna, I know
no,
you've been playing, but
but
I didn't wanna spoil it for you. I was waiting for you to text me and be like, "Holy shit," because some of
yeah,
them are pretty big.
yeah.
But we're not gonna spoil Final Fantasy X for you,
No, not
the
today.
game from 20 years ago.
No, no, not yet. We'll spoil the end of Mario. Um you defeat Bowser, you get a kiss from Princess Toadstool. That's what happens.
Did you
Sorry.
ever watch did you ever watch what was it? Um, I think it was like Robot Chicken, and so Mario gets to the castle and he jumps down, it's Toad, he goes, "Oh, the prince's in the other castle," and, like, Mario gets pissed off
Mm-mm.
because he's like, "I've been to, like, 12 of these effing castles. Where is she at?" Um,
No, I have
it's
not
so
seen
funny.
that. I watched recently. There's apparently a was it 2009? No, no, no. Maybe it was 2012, 2016, something like that. There is a Homestar Runner Robot Chicken sketch, and it's awful. It is awful. It is the worst thing I've ever seen. They they do weird polls of like references instead of using like the things that make sense. And so like clearly someone was kind of a fan, but they they don't understand what Homestar Runner was. And so they just kind of just do random things. I and the voice acting was horrible. Like horrible, horrible. Like the guy trying to be strong bad did not sound like strong bad at all. Um
That's because most of those voices were done by I
Seth
mean,
Green.
there's a lot of famous people, like, he did a huge percentage of them. Um, I liked Robot Chicken, but at some point, I'm like, it got
Was Optimus Prime actually
and then I
Optimus
tried
Prime in that, or was it Seth Green?
it was some I think it was Seth Green just
Okay,
digitized.
okay.
Um, but I will tell you this, did you ever watch the show that Seth Green came out with that was it's like a Voltron thing? What was that show called? Is it Titan something? I don't remember.
Oh, Titan Maximum or something.
Yes, that show was awful.
Yeah,
If you love the show and you're listening, I'm sorry, but it was, like, not Robot Chicken. It
yeah.
was
I
not
know what you're
good.
talking about, and like it didn't last long.
No.
Yeah, it was an Adult
I
Swim show, and like yeah, I
yeah,
don't remember how long it lasted, but it wasn't long.
I think 1 season,
Probably.
if that. Um, I will say my favorite character on Robot Chicken was I'm gonna say her name, Bitch Pudding.
Oh yeah, from
I had no idea that
Strawberry
the
Shortcake
actress
stuff.
yeah, did you know who the character is that plays?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's the lady that was from oh god, I can't think of her name right now. Um, from, like, Mandalorian and stuff, she was a Mandalorian.
I'm looking up.
Katie Sackhoff, yep, I was right.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Huh.
That was, like, my favorite character of I mean, I think they actually did, like, a whole episode with that character. It was great. That was, like, one of my favorite episodes besides the Star Wars ones. Are you looking at how long that show actually was on?
No. I don't know. Now I'm just thinking about Optimus Prime, so I was looking at Optimus Prime's speeches from like the end of the movies. That's my favorite part of those movies because they, except one of them, they all end with "My name is Optimus Prime. I'm sending this message out to all you out there," or something like that. Like he always does some stupid speech at the end, and it's always really bad and just very like, oh, he's gonna do the speech, and then he does the speech. Um, but no, man, I don't know. Did we ever do a ranking of the transform? Yeah, we did. We did. You
We
know what?
did.
Throw that out. They're all F tier. They're all
I
F
like.
tier except
I
Transformers
think the
1, but it's not getting a sequel, so now it's F tier too.
yeah. I like the one with the Beast, um, the Maximals and stuff. I thought that was pretty decent because it was old Optimus Prime. Like he actually looked like the way he was supposed to look.
Yeah.
No flames on the side and craziness. Um, and I liked the third one. Although it was weird to hear Leonard Nimoy play another Prime
Mhm.
when he was actually Galvatron in the real one.
Yeah.
Um, that was weird to me, but whatever. I'm excited because the same people that did the ones with the Maximals is doing the GI Joe crossover
They don't deserve that
movie.
anymore
And
because they canceled the Transformers 1 sequel.
did they really?
Yeah, that's not happening anymore. And you know why it's not happening? Because they horribly promoted that film, making it act like it was a kids movie, and it was not. Like it was a
No,
really
it wasn't.
good movie. It's just the trailers were really bad. And that's why I did not see it in theaters. I waited until it was on Prime to watch it. Or not Prime, Paramount to watch it.
You had to talk me into watching it because I was like, I don't really want to watch it. And you're like, no, you really do need to watch it.
Like there's so much like
Um,
lore and like things from like the old show, maybe some comics even. And so like it really does like respect its history, unlike the live action. Like the live actions can be fun or whatever, but like they don't,
right.
I don't know, it's just explosions and robots and Megan Fox.
Why can't we just get a movie from Transformers like the opening of Bumblebee when they're on Cybertron?
That was the best part. That's probably one of the best parts in all of those movies is actually seeing
Yeah, because
Cybertron.
and like Wheeljack looked like Wheeljack.
Yeah,
Soundwave looked like Soundwave.
yeah.
Soundwave wasn't a giant thing in the sky. Um, and I get you can't use Soundwave as a tape deck anymore because it's not relevant. Um, but he's definitely not a satellite,
No.
you know? But this is also coming from Michael Bay that made 7 or 9 foot tall turtles.
Yeah. Oh, are they in? Hang on, hang on, hang
As Alex is like, wait a second.
on. I have those movies right here. They've been on this
They-
desk
they-
for like ever.
They're not awful. They're fun. Um, I still don't understand like the Tyler Perry being in the
I also
second
have
one of like
this
Baxter.
here as well. Office Space.
I haven't watched that film. I haven't watched Office Space for so long.
I believe you have my stapler.
I mean, just see, my job, I have a black swing line stapler,
Mm.
no red.
I could set the building on fire. Um,
Uh,
we
now I
fixed
gotta watch.
the glitch. Oh man, maybe we should watch that movie. Maybe that'll be our next thing that we'll talk about.
I would be okay with that. I have not watched it in a couple of years. Um,
That's a I haven't watched that movie since I was in high school, so I think it'd be a while. Yeah, it's been a long time. And what's his face is who is Milton? Who plays Milton? Is that Bill Dotrieve? Who plays Milton?
yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Bill
Like,
Dotrieve. Oh, I've only
Steven-
Stephen Root. Yeah, yeah. He was in
yeah,
a show we talked about last time. He was in Resident Alien. Yeah. He was in the latest
yeah.
season. There's one more episode of that and then it's done because it got canceled. The last episode I watched was really good. So I'm hoping that the finale now is really good too. But I did watch before we go. I did watch half of the new King and Hill reboot. Or I don't know if it's a reboot. I would say it's a revisit, maybe. I don't know. Like it's different for sure, but it's also the same. Like it's very fun. Like it captures um the heart of the old one, and it's fun to see Hank Hill like just say random things and see Bill and now see Bobby as an adult. See Bobby,
Yeah.
um, with, living with Joseph and having a what was it a German Japanese fusion style restaurant that he like co-owns with Chain Wasana-san. Um, but yeah, it's a fun time. I do recommend it. It is very fun. So if you like King of the Hill, you'll probably like this a lot too. And it's not like yes, it's a fish out of water to a degree because the Hills or Peggy and Hank were in Saudi Arabia for like 10 years, I believe, or for a while, and so they're coming back into all this, and so like they're like um what was it they say like they see like a restaurant or something that has says like boba or something, and they're like, oh, they got a wait, what's a boba, or why do they sell poke or whatever, just random things like that. In the first episode, I think the first episode is the weakest one just because it's like establishing the show and
Yeah.
the timeline and all that, but the second episode's really good. The second episode's and the third episode is one of the best ones. But yeah, it's definitely a good watch. It's on Hulu, so I do recommend people to go ahead and watch that. There's 10 episodes total, and season 2 is already confirmed. I just don't know when that's happening.
I mean, I think it's good because you talk about a show that's been canceled for a while and
Yeah,
it came back. Um, Either A, we're running out of things to do shows on, or I think it's a good thing because we may get shows that were canceled brought back. Um, you know, I think it's in my queue to watch. I just haven't watched it yet. Um, but super excited to watch it. I'm glad. I'm glad you're like. I was wondering what you were going to say about it because I was like,
yeah,
is Alex going to like it? I like it. But since you did, I have to watch it.
yeah. It's hilarious. Like, I mean, you see in the opening and stuff, or I guess you see the opening at the end of the first episode, but like certain things happen like while Hank was gone, and it's great. It's hilarious. Just what happens and what everyone's doing. Bill it's in the trailer, but like in the first episode, like Bill is like in his bed and he just like has the window open and that's how he talks to people. And he's just like, like a blob. And he's like, "Did you know that I finished did you know I finished Netflix? Apparently when you do that, you get something called a wellness check." Or like he just orders like Grubhub and stuff or Uber Eats all day, and so he just has people throw stuff into the window, so that's why his window is always open and there's just trash all around it.
Nice.
But yeah, no, it's a great show. Especially because a couple weeks ago I was rewatching certain episodes with friends because I have one friend who's like interested in watching this new season, and so I was like, all right, Hulu has this thing where it's like, here are the curated episodes to get ready for the King Hill reboot. We did not watch that playlist because that playlist is trash, and so I made my own. And I feel like I chose good episodes that were referenced enough, and so we had a really good time with the older episodes, and then the last few episodes are like, these are kind of flanderized and like not super great, but like they're still fun. The quality definitely dipped as they went later, but then this new season's kind of went back to its roots, so like it feels a little more fresh again and more grounded. Although like the fourth episode is not grounded at all, or the fifth episode isn't, but of the new season, but it's still a fun time. So yeah, I do recommend it. Um, yeah, we didn't even talk about some of this other stuff I already planned, but it's totally fine because we're a conversational podcast. That's what we do here. We talk
Yeah.
about random things. We do whatever we want to. Again, if you're new here, consider hitting that follow button or subscribe button on YouTube or Spotify or wherever you are at. These posts, generally, they post on Wednesday mornings for audio, and then for video, they post on Fridays. This is a bi weekly podcast, so next week you won't be getting anything, assuming that you're listening on you know, you're not just binging these later sometime. But yeah, on the off weeks, we generally, I don't know, for a while we were doing stuff. It just depends on if we're busy or not. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll have more stuff, maybe we won't. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Just do you have anything else, Ben?
Just to get at it.
Yeah, get at it.